Fertility smoothies. We just love to talk about fertility smoothies in the fertility world, don't we? Well, there's lots of reasons for this, but let's talk about how to make a proper fertility smoothie, and stick with me because at the end I'll tell you where you can get some really great fertility smoothie recipes. Welcome back to Fertility Mom. If you want science-backed tips, tricks, secrets, and all the info to help you get pregnant naturally and faster, then subscribe to my channel. Hit the bell so you know when I upload new stuff every week, because we're going to talk about it all. And ask me questions down in the comments because I'll know what to do with my next videos. Today, we're talking all about fertility smoothies, and here's why. Number one, you guys are asking a lot about fertility smoothies, and number two, there is an actual right and a wrong way to do these. That's right, ladies, you are currently watching a YouTube video all about rules for making your fertility smoothie. Yeah, head on down to the principal's office, ladies, because you have broken the fertility smoothie rules and you didn't even know it. Let's get into it. Rule number one, and this is the most important rule. Never, 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 ever, never, 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 never have a fertility smoothie for breakfast, especially if it has lots of fruit and lots of carbs in it. And here's why. You don't want to start your day with a carbohydrate-heavy meal because it just spikes your glucose up when your cortisol is at its highest level in the morning. And that just sets your entire body up for this a yo-yo effect where your glucose goes up and then it comes down because your insulin goes up and then it goes up and then it goes down, it goes up and it goes down. And as you know from my other videos, this causes inflammation and cell damage, and what we don't want to do is cause damage to your mitochondria in your egg cell. We want to keep all of those guys really happy, low inflammation. So choose a nice high fat, moderate protein, low carb breakfast, and a fertility smoothie does not fit the bill. Rule number two, include some fresh greens in your smoothie, but not raw ones. Kale and spinach are awesome, but if you eat a lot of raw kale and spinach, the progesterone and the thiocyanate can actually get in the way of your thyroid and can mess up your hormones. Now, granted, you do have to eat a lot of that for those things to be a problem, but if you lightly cook them, you neutralize those elements and they don't have the potential of screwing up your hormones, and you still get the really awesome nutrients of those foods. Also, when you lightly cook your greens, you're warming the smoothie. Remember, we don't want to have anything super, super cold because we don't want a cold uterus. So warm, comforting foods that bring the blood into the center of your body, into the uterus and your ovaries. So your smoothies got to be like room temperature or even warm. So if you lightly saute your greens and then put them in your smoothie, you'll have a room temperature, slightly warm smoothie. And you get used to it. Sometimes it can be a little gross in the beginning when you're like, oh, I just want a cold smoothie. But you get used to it, and then it becomes like a nice, comforting thing. So always include some greens, make sure they're cooked, and rotate them out. So don't always do spinach, don't always do kale. Maybe get some wheatgrass in there. And you don't have to cook wheatgrass. You could just throw wheatgrass right in. But rotate out your greens so it's not the same thing day in and day out. Rule number three, always include a fat. So you're always going to want to include some really awesome fat source in your fertility smoothie, like coconut milk, coconut oil, coconut butter, almond butter, nuts, seeds. These types of things help decrease the glucose effects of the smoothie on your body and help keep you full longer. So you don't spike your glucose and then spike your insulin and then get hungry after. So the fat will keep you full. It will decrease the glucose effects on the body and keep inflammation low. Rule number four, smoothies should include fruits that are lower on the glycemic index, meaning they don't spike your glucose levels. These are things like raspberries, strawberries, and blueberries mostly. And we want this because those fruits provide lots of antioxidants, but it also is in keeping with a diet that keeps the inflammation low. So we want to make sure that we're eating a diet that helps our body produce the least amount of free radicals as possible. It's always going to be part of the normal metabolic process anyways, But what's the point in putting all these antioxidants in if the diet that we're eating produces a lot of free radicals? So we want to keep a diet that keeps the low free radicals, and then we want to put the antioxidants on top so that we're really, really decreasing the inflammation. So stay away from putting a whole banana in, put the berries in, and keep the fat and the greens from the other rules, and you're really on your way to a great smoothie. Rule number 5, don't go crazy with the fertility supplements. Be purposeful and selective with the supplements you put into your fertility smoothie. I see lots of people, and I was one of them. I mean, I'm a guilty party many years ago. I was putting lots of stuff in there. People are putting maca and royal jelly and bee pollen and. They're putting all of these things in these smoothies, and they don't really know what's affecting what and what's going on. If there is a hormonal imbalance, they have no idea which one of the 7 things they should take out. So I recommend changing your entire diet first for at least 2 months before introducing any kind of superfood supplement that can change hormones, and at least have charted your cycle for a couple of cycles and maybe even had some hormone testing as well to see what kinds of things that you can add in. So you're being purposeful and extremely selective about exactly what you put in so that you know how it actually affects your body once you do add it in. Yay, fertility smoothies! All right, now that we've gone through the rules of the fertility smoothies, you're probably wondering, well, can I get a recipe or something? Yes. If you head to my website, get on my email list, and you will be one of the first women that gets access to my fertility food formula. And I'm going to have a bunch of smoothie recipes in there along with the rules and some other really great information all about how to make the perfect fertility smoothie that works with your perfect fertility diet to really increase your egg health and get your fertility on the right track. So go down to the links, get on my email list. You'll get the free 5-step fertility boosting guide right away, and then you'll know as soon as my program comes out. If you're watching this video later and it's already come out, then you can head to the Facebook page or head to the website anyways. It'll probably be there for you. And I'm so glad you joined me here on Fertility Mom today, and I shall see you next time. Bye, ladies!